Hi everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent Speak Out home practice routine. Before we get started, normally on the second Tuesday of every month, we host our Learn About Parkinson's webinar. But for right now, we have posted this webinar on our website, and Elizabeth will post the link. But if you visit the homepage of ParkinsonVoiceProject.org, you will see, just scroll down, you'll see Learn About Parkinson's webinar. Click on that and you will see the video. I hope you and your family have watched it. If not, please plan a date, plan a gathering or a watch party to watch it, and also include your close friends. It's important that the people who are close to you understand Parkinson's better. And anyway, you want to watch the webinar. Today's topic, skiing. Everybody say skiing with intent. Ready? Skiing. One more time. Ready? Skiing. That is the topic. Do you like to ski, or did you used to ski? Make sure to tell us about that in the chat. Also, at the end of this session, after we have done our speak out exercises, I am going to go over the circle of intent and explain our program in a little bit more detail, but we'll do that afterwards. So if you would like to stay on a little bit longer, I'm going to spend a few minutes explaining the details of the Speak Out Therapy program. Let's all take a sip of water with intent and then we'll get started. Here's a nice picture that Lisa came up with. Okay, we're going to start with the first speak out exercise, the Me My Mo Moo. Lift your voice and project it forward. Speak out. Ready? Me My Mo Moo. Good. Connect the sounds. Me My Mo Moo. Again, with intent. Me My Mo Moo. Two more times. Me My Mo Moo. And one last time. Really speak out. Ready? Me My Mo Moo. Very good. Go ahead and take a sip of water. All right, speak out exercise number 2, the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and project that ah forward, up and forward. Ready? Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Another one. Keep it strong. Don't let it trail off. Let's do a short one with intent. project your voice forward. Ready? Very good. We're done with the warm-ups and the ahs. Let's take a sip of water with intent. The next speak out exercise, the glides. Very challenging. Project a steady forward first and then start gliding. Try to get as many little notes in there as you can. Ready? Don't let your mouth close or your head drop on the way down. Stay confident. Let's do it again. Let's go a little bit faster this time. It'll be a little bit easier. It won't require as much breath support for speech, so a little bit faster. Good. Let's do it again. Okay, that's enough glides for today. Let's take a sip of water. By the way, tomorrow, Brett from the University of Utah will conduct your session again. We gave him the opportunity to conduct some extra sessions this month. Everybody's been enjoying working with him, so you have that to look forward to. And I do think it is really good for you to have the opportunity to practice with someone else. All right, we're moving on to the counting. We're going to lift every number and project. So just like with the warm-up where we were doing 1, 2, you're going to do the same with the numbers. Lift and speak out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Again, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Make sure to connect the numbers in one row. That doesn't mean that you have to do it on one breath, but you're connecting them, you're speaking out, and whenever you need to take a breath, then you take it. Let's go backward. 16, 15, 14, 13. Stop. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Take a sip of water with intent. We'll move on to the reading. Okay. We're going to read some sentences twice. Okay, twice. If I were to audio record you, I would want to hear how the second time you read the sentence, it sounds different. Ready? Skiing is a popular winter sport. Now with more enthusiasm. Skiing is a popular winter sport. I know it seems silly, but it will help you exercise the muscles. The next one. You can ski in Aspen, Colorado. Now, with more enthusiasm. You can ski in Aspen, Colorado. Make it real obvious the second time. Next. Vail, Colorado is also known for skiing. Now more enthusiasm. Vail, Colorado is also known for skiing. Good. Next one. Another place to ski is Lake Tahoe. Now with more enthusiasm. Another place to ski is Lake Tahoe. If I was recording you, would it sound different the second time? Let's read this one. You can also ski in Switzerland. Let's all take a road trip. Let's all go to Switzerland. Read it one more time with more enthusiasm. Ready? You can also ski in Switzerland. Have any of you skied in Switzerland? Go ahead and chat and tell us. All right, and take a sip of water. While you're doing that, I want to remind you, holiday bingo cards are due by January 15th. You can email it to intent@parkinsonvoiceproject.org, or you can mail it to us, but we have to have it by January 15th. Make sure to pick the prize that you want. You can only get the new Speak Out workbook if you have already gone through Speak Out therapy or you're going through Speak Out therapy, okay? Otherwise, you have to pick a different price. Once January 16th gets here, we'll add up how many we need of each prize, and we will work with intent to get those mailed out to you as soon as possible. All right, moving on to the cognitive exercise. I want you to use your very best voice. List items you would need to go skiing. Say each one with intent. Typically, we should be able to name 10 to 20 items in a category in 1 minute. So that kind of gives you an idea of how you're doing. Categories are great to work on. Places known for skiing. Obviously, this category is more challenging than the last one, so we may not be able to think of as many. Go ahead with intent. In our last category, things that people see or do at a ski resort. Go ahead with intent. All right, we're going to do Dr. Boons' nonsense words. Dr. Boon was a world-renowned speech-language pathologist and voice expert who mentored us as we developed the Speak Out therapy program, and he gave us these nonsense words. You want to exaggerate the G's, the K's, and the NG's. Those are the sounds that force the back of the tongue to go up. And when you swallow, the back of your tongue has to go up high enough to make the swallow kick in. So we're strengthening the back of the tongue. Ready? Gu la gung ga ga. One more time. Gu la gung ga ga. the next one. Ku, ka, mangu, ka. Again. Ku, ka, mangu, ka. Ready? Gangla, gangla. And the last one. Kukla, kukla. Very nice. Take a sip of water if you need one, and we're going to do the bonus reading. And then if you would like to stay on a little bit longer, I am going to share with you the circle of intent and tell you more about our Speak Out Therapy program. For our bonus reading, I want you to read with intent, make the highlighted words sound more exaggerated. Here we go. With mellow, low-altitude mountains, sky-high peaks with near vertical drops, powder-covered glaciers, and gently rolling alpine forests, it's no wonder skiing in Switzerland tops most winter sports enthusiasts' travel wish lists. Oh my goodness, so many S's. Next. Plus, the country is home to some of Europe's largest winter resorts, with new panoramic cable cars, high-speed chair lifts, and scenic trains offering easy connectivity between mountains. Oh my goodness, this is a challenging one. Let's read the second part. Start with the word plus. All right, read it with more intent. Plus, the country is home to some of Europe's largest winter resorts, with new panoramic cable cars, high-speed chair lifts, and scenic trains offering easy connectivity between mountains. You can download today's reading material, take what you learned in the session, and practice, practice, practice. And now, for those of you that would like to stay on for a few extra minutes, I would like to review the Speak Out Therapy program and our circle of intent. Let me go ahead and share my screen. This is our circle of intent. And it's a circle because the Speak Out Therapy program never ends. Once you enter the program, you are in it for the rest of your life. The program starts at number 1 with a Speak Out evaluation. That will be conducted by a speech-language pathologist who has been trained and who is licensed in Speak Out Therapy. And you can find a Speak Out provider on our website at parkinsonvoiceproject.org. So you will have a Speak Out evaluation. They will take your case history. They'll have you they'll take some measurements, and they will do what's called stimulability testing. What that means is that we will see if you are a candidate for Speak Out. So the speech-language pathologist will show you some of the Speak Out exercises and ask you to do them, and then your therapist is finding out whether, when you do these exercises and you use more intent, is your speech louder? Is it clearer? Is it more expressive? If it is, then you are probably a Speak Out candidate. If Speak Out Therapy has been recommended, you'll move on to step 2. This is where you will order your Speak Out workbook from Parkinson Voice Project. If you live in the United States, we will ship you a workbook at no cost. If you live outside of the U.S., unfortunately, there is a fee for that. At the same time, when your speech language pathologist is ordering the workbook for you, they will also be signing you up for our Speak Out e-library. So step 2 is about getting the tools you need to be successful in Speak Out therapy. Step 3 is the Learn About Parkinson's webinar. It is very important that you and your family and your close friends attend the Learn About Parkinson's webinar. In fact, all of our patients at Parkinson Voice Project, they attend the webinar at least once a year. Then you move on to step 4. Individual speech therapy. You will work one-on-one with a Speak Out provider, and you will be working together. You'll be working your way through the Speak Out workbook. Once you complete individual Speak Out therapy, you will move on to groups. Your speech language pathologist will assign you to a particular speech group. At Parkinson Voice Project, we host 15 different groups every single week. Groups are usually 30 minutes long, and so your Speak Out provider will determine the best group for you to participate in. And you're also encouraged to participate in singing. If in your area you have an in-person singing group, like we have the intentional singers at our clinic, that's wonderful. If you don't, we have a Parkinson sing-along that we host every week. You might even consider joining the choir at your church. So step 5 is all about helping you to retain the improvements you made in your individual speech therapy. So you want to participate in some groups every week. This is just like you would participate in boxing groups or dance groups to keep your physical strength. Next, you move on to step 6 in the circle. This is for the Speak Out refreshers. Every 3 to 6 months, you will go back and see your Speak Out provider for an individual evaluation. We call them Speak Out refreshers. During the refresher, your Speak Out provider will determine what step in the circle are you on. For example, let's say when you went through Speak Out therapy, you weren't ready to use the e-library, but since then you have become more tech savvy, and so during the refresher, your therapist will make sure that you have access to the e-library. Maybe your children haven't gone to the Learn About Parkinson's webinar, and so you want to go ahead and take care of that. Maybe you need a few more individual therapy sessions, and so your Speak Out provider will recommend that. And that's what a refresher is all about. The goal in Speak Out therapy is to keep your voice as strong and clear as it was when you finished step 4, your one-on-one Speak Out therapy. You're always trying to keep your voice at that level. Even 5, 10, 15 years later, that is the goal. And wrapped around the whole circle is the daily home practice, and that never ends. From the time you start your individual Speak Out therapy, you will do your Speak Out exercises every day, whether you practice online or you use your workbook. When you go through step 4, the individual Speak Out therapy, please note that you will do your exercises twice a day. And then usually when you finish the one-on-one therapy, 1 time a day is enough. But your therapist will determine at your refresher whether 1 time enough is enough. If you have retained the level, if your voice is as strong as it was when you finished individual therapy, then they'll say, great, 1 time a week is great. If you're struggling with that, they might make some other recommendations. All right, that is the Speak Out therapy program and the Circle of Intent. Have a great day, everyone.